Activist cultures on social media. The politics of a hashtag. What if a hashtag could carry the same power as a protest? What if a tweet could echo through the streets like a chant at a march? We're talking about how activism, traditionally associated with physical spaces, has evolved into something profoundly digital. We're talking about activist cultures on social media. Activist cultures on social media are not merely collections of posts. They are dynamic, evolving communities grounded in resistance, solidarity, and identity work. Shaped by political movements, cultural flashpoints, and algorithms, these digital cultures influence and are influenced by the very structures they seek to challenge. One of the most prominent examples is hashtag Black Lives Matter. Launched in 2013 following the acquittal of Trayvon Martin's killer, this hashtag became more than just a tag. It became a rallying cry, an archive of collective memory, and a platform for digital protest. As a form of online activism, it exemplifies how individuals and groups use digital platforms to promote social justice, advocate for system change, and allow for collective action. This activism has so much potential than traditional protest, as they have boundaries, enabling easy participation and global reach. Social media, in this context, becomes a powerful tool, highlighting voices that might otherwise remain unheard, and fostering networks of belonging, empathy, and resistance across diverse communities. Carl Boonen writes in hashtag rhetoric, using a hashtag is now like protesting or marching, a form of political activism. Therefore, hashtags themselves are not merely the tools of online politics, but are also themselves objects of political discussion or protest in their own right. This idea is crucial. Hashtags aren't neutral. They are both methods and messages, digital sites of contention, unity, and power. So why should you care? Because chances are you're already seen or engaged with online activism. But maybe you've also felt uncertain, overwhelmed, or exhausted. Activism on social media can feel performative, easily co-opted, or even muted by the platforms they are on. Some of us doom scroll through injustice. Some of us repost without reflection. Some hide, unsure of what real action looks like in a digital space. This is for the individuals who feel stuck in that algorithmic mess, but who want their engagement to mean something. Let's take Black Lives Matter. Bruden's analysis of tweet networks shows that even the order and repetition of hashtags, such as Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter, shows political narratives. He shows how All Lives Matter often positions itself last in the tweet, rhetorically presenting the specific crucial demand of Black Lives Matter into a generalized abstract statement. This isn't random. It's part of a broader post-racial discourse that seeks not just to get better, but to forget. This is exactly why hashtags matter. They are just not metadata. They are meaningful. They shape the way we frame and feel about justice. Activist cultures online need to constantly avoid what Bunin calls the perversely bland aesthetic of post-racial critique. In easier terms, social media encourages smoothness, neutrality, and forgetfulness, but activism needs friction to be effective. It remembers names, it disrupts feeds, it doesn't want to be silenced by algorithms, not agitate. Activist cultures online are not static, they're dynamic, collaborative spaces. These digital spaces allow individuals with shared values to educate, organize, and empower each other across cultures, identities, and ideologies. But the digital space has its own challenges. Algorithms prioritize surface level engagement, such as likes, shares, quick views, where this often overshadows activist messages. To avoid this, activists must create content that disrupts the algorithm and causes individuals to look further. That's how we turn virality into visibility, and visibility into action. In these spaces, marginalized voices can gain improved reach by sharing underrepresented perspectives, telling stories, building platforms for dialogue. Activists challenge dominant narratives and cultivate empathy. Hashtags alone aren't enough. For digital activism to be transformative, it needs to try and not follow trends. This means changing from participation to sustainable strategy. In order for there to be change, partnering with nonprofits and engaging in community through both online and offline. Social media activism must be more than reactive. It must be ready and strategic. Digital activism holds immense potential. If we don't understand the power of community, deal with online obstacles, reinforce diverse voices, and strive for real-world impacts, then hashtags won't just be trends. They'll transform digital platforms itself. Start by seeing hashtags not just as trends, but as tools for protest and visibility. Next time you see or share a hashtag, ask, what history am I continuing? What issue am I trying to stop? Activist cultures on social media are real, powerful, deeply political. Are we listening or are we just liking?